What?
Lah,
They all have the same face?
Lah.
How is that even possible?
ada 3 guys. Oke, dia kayak berubah gitu guys. Jadi kayak pakai armor ya.
What is this?
Itu berubah jadi pakai armor atau emang mustasnya kayak gitu guys?
Can't. Are they even people?
Hey, what's going on guys? Nost here. Hari ini kita mainin lagi Tales of Arise. Jadi di part kemarin kita udah nyampe di entrance-nya Forbidden Zone. Di sini kita ketemu lagi sama Varia, tapi kayaknya nih dia dirasukin sama si Red Woman ya. Makanya terakhir dia nge-summon boss yang namanya Tormented Limbs. Setelah berhasil kalahin, kita juga sempet ngelihat ingatannya Neori waktu Spirit Channeling Ceremony 300 tahun yang lalu. Jadi ternyata kutukannya si Shionne ini berasal dari Dark Astral Energy ya. Astral Energy yang cuma bisa ditemuin di planet Rena. Hari ini rencananya kita bakal masuk lebih dalam lagi ke Forbidden Zone-nya nih. Di depan udah ada teleport ya. Let's go. Oke, ini si Alvin jalan sendiri, gua nggak kontrol. Apa nih guys?
Soon
we might very well learn the truth behind Shionne thorns. Oke.
As well as my own past, I have to be ready to face anything.
Wah, ini kayaknya mau melawan bos ya.
Whatever happens.
The only way is forward.
I'm determined to save Shionne and Dahna. Nothing I learn can change that.
Langsung aja guys, kita masuk ya. Tempat apa nih?
Hold up, you guys.
What is it?
Di kiri kayaknya ada sesuatu.
I want to look through that room over there. I'm curious what we'll find.
That's the
Apa
room
tuh ya?
you visited in your past, right?
That's the room you visited in your past.
We
Oke.
can check it out.
Jadi katanya dulu si Alvin pernah masuk ke ruangan ini.
This looks
This
like
looks
some
like
kind of research
Ini
facility.
kayaknya fasilitas untuk nge-research ya.
A laboratory
Untuk
secreted
penelitian, guys.
away in the Forbidden Zone.
Laboratorium nih.
Why am I past being surprised at this point?
Looks pretty deserted.
Let's check it out. It might give us a new lead.
Oke, coba kita cek si alatnya nih guys.
I think I can make this work.
I think I can make this work. Kayaknya si Dohalim bisa nyalain nih alatnya ya. Apa tuh? Kayak ada data-data guys, ada list-list gitu ya. Tapi hurufnya tuh huruf Rena kayaknya gue gak bisa baca.
Well, can you make head
Can
or
you make
tail of it?
head or tail of it?
These are experiment records by the looks of it. Reams of them, dating back hundreds of years. Let's see.
Jadi ini ada record
A
eksperimen ya.
composite being capable of controlling Dahnan astral energy so as to convert its
Composite
molecular
being
and
capable of
elemental makeup.
controlling astral energy. Oke.
The creation of a governing central figure taking the form of a Dahnan. Codename Sovereign.
Sovereign. Hah?
Sovereign.
Hah?
Wait, there's more. Research into utilizing force field crystals for the purpose of stable astral energy containment. That must be the master course.
Oh, jadi di sini tuh
With all this
orang
raw
Rena
data,
nge-research
there's
Sovereign
bound to be records here
sama
somewhere about the
Master
Maiden
Core
and
ya?
the Lords too.
About the Lords? Why would they be on there?
Think about it. The Lord's crests are clearly of a piece with those of both the Sovereign and the Maiden. Not to mention the fact that the contenders to the crown are selected from otherwise regular Renan citizens. In other words, it may be that all Renans are unwittingly being made subject to some kind of grand scheme.
What about the Sovereign? Does it say anything else?
Where do I start? All I've read so far is the headlines. There's so much here. To sift through all of it would require specialized... Wait,
What is it? Did you find something?
Did you find something?
it's a list of names. With the title, Test
It's a list
Subjects,
of names with
Sovereign.
title test subject
It's your
Sovereign.
call.
Oke,
Read
jadi
it.
ada list nama-nama
There
orang-orang
must
yang
be
pernah jadi
dozens of
Sovereign
test
ya.
subjects listed here. Hundreds even. All of them failures. Wait, I
found
think I found
that
one that was successful. Test subject number 1273. Ethnicity, NA.
Oh,
Unique
ini
adjustment
ada
index,
satu orang yang berhasil
generation,
guys. Jadi
NA.
eksperimen sovereign itu banyak yang
Given
gagal ya,
name,
tapi ada satu orang yang
Alphen.
berhasil dan namanya Alphen guys. Jadi satu-satunya orang yang berhasil jadi
They've
sovereign itu cuma
re-engineered
si
me. Right
Alphen ya.
here in this lab.
Alphen.
Oh my god.
It's fine, really.
Jadi
What about the
sebenarnya
others?
kayaknya nih
Was I
orang-orang
the only
Renanya tuh
one?
ditipu guys. Jadi sovereign itu cuma titel doang ya, cuma title
Test
doang.
subject number
Buat
10105.
ngelabuin mereka guys.
Ethnicity,
Jadi
NA.
dibikin si orang-orang
Unique
Renanya ini
adjustment
pengen jadi
index,
pemimpin,
generation,
tapi
NA.
sebenarnya pemimpin itu
Given name,
dibikin eksperimen gitu ya orangnya.
Vholran.
Apa nih, Vholran juga ada nih.
Vholran? But that means
He's only sovereign because someone made him that way too.
He's the last one. In 3 centuries worth of records, you and Vholran
Oh,
are
berarti
the
cuma
only
si
2 subjects on whom
Vholran
the
sama si
experiment
Alphen
was a
guys.
success.
Selama 300 tahun itu yang berhasil jadi sovereign yang perfect kayaknya ya.
But what about the winners of the crown contests?
Nah,
Does
yang
this
gue
mean
masih
that
bingung
none of
sebenarnya
them were
sovereign
ever
ini
crowned
tujuannya
sovereign
untuk
after
apa
all?
ya? Apakah cuma untuk ngaktifin Renas Alma gitu?
Upon
Dan
victory,
spirit
the
channeling
sovereign shall
ceremony itu
return to
sebenarnya
Rena, and
buat apa
rule
guys?
over
Karena
Rena
kan
and
setahu gue
Lenegis combined.
terakhir tuh si
When a new
Neori
sovereign is
sama
decided,
si Neori
the outgoing
sama si
monarch
Alphen
shall
tuh gagal
relinquish
ya.
their post and live out the rest of their days on Rena. So we were told. But according to these records, there have only ever been 2 sovereigns, neither of whom had anything to do with the crown contest. It's all lies,
Oh, it's all
including
lies
the part
sebenarnya.
about the sovereign residing in Rena. The crown contest was never about deciding a new ruler. It must always have been devised for some other purpose.
But even supposing that's true, someone must have been in charge for the past 3 centuries, right? If it wasn't the sovereign, then who
Who
was
was
it?
it?
Crown contests have been held this
Iya
whole
kan,
time,
jadi sovereign itu
in
sebenarnya
spite
bukan
of the fact that
pemimpin
there was
Rena
already a
guys.
sovereign.
Ada
Me,
tangan-tangan di belakang
meaning
yang
that for the past
ngatur gitu ya.
300 years,
Ada kemungkinan
someone
sih kalau
out
kata
there
gue
has
si
to have
Red
been
Woman itu guys,
maintaining that
karena
lie. The same person I'm willing to bet is behind all this.
dia bukan sovereign dan dia orang
The
Rena
Red
yang
Woman?
punya Master Core Darkness.
it's possible. But that doesn't necessarily mean she's the mastermind behind this scheme.
Kan?
She could be working for someone
She
else.
could be working for someone
Someone back
else.
on the
Jadi
Renan
ada
homeworld.
kemungkinan juga si Red Woman ini ada temennya lagi gitu ya. Dia ada bosnya
Either
lagi gitu
way,
guys.
it's fair to say she's definitely involved somehow.
What about the data records? Is there no other information that could help us?
Not that I can see. Just
File
file
upon
upon
file
file
of
of experiment results. There's nothing here about who's behind all this, or what their endgame is, unfortunately.
Kayaknya sovereign itu di eksperimen guys,
I've
orang di
barely
eksperimennya
managed to scratch
supaya
the
dia
surface,
bisa
mind you.
nahan kekuatannya
You
Renas
won't be able
Alma
to read
guys,
through it
waktu
all,
ngaktifinnya
but
gitu
you're
ya.
welcome to take a look through what you can, while we're here.
I'll do that.
Oke,
So this is where Alphen became
go
the
further
sovereign.
into the Forbidden Zone guys. Ini questnya kita harus ke kiri sih
Vholran
kayaknya ya.
as well. The significance of this location would suggest
Ada teleporter lagi
it
nih.
looks like the terminals in here turned on too.
We should look through them.
Oke. Which ada ini lagi nih. Nah, setiap kali keluar cahaya itu kita bakal ngelihat ingatan gitu ya. Ini ada si Alphen. Dia waktu masih pakai topeng guys. Ini ada si Neori juga kayaknya waktu pertama kali si Neori pasangin topengnya ke si Alphen ya.
Neori,
Neori oh,
I...
Don't talk. I have to
masukin
do
ke
this.
healing pot itu ya ini.
I gave you my
Healing
word
pot yang ada
that I'd
di
help you return to
pesawatnya guys.
Dahna. The next time you open your eyes, you'll be home.
But you...
My place is here with my people. I still have a duty to fulfill. I'm sorry for what you've endured. Rena never should have dragged you into this. It's not your burden to bear.
But...
The mask
Tapi
contains
ini
a
si...
sedative. It should keep your mind from tearing itself apart any further. Let yourself go to sleep.
Tapi ini si Alphen
This should
masih
help with the
ingat ya,
pain.
ingatannya masih ada guys. Walaupun udah dipasangin topengnya nih.
Time to go, Elfin.
Time to go, Alphen. Farewell.
Farewell.
Naori.
His injuries are worse than I thought. Short-term treatment
Injuries
isn't
are
going
worse
to
than
cut
I
it.
thought. Short-term treatment isn't
I'll
going
have to
cut
switch
it.
the healing pod to long-term hibernation mode.
Oh,
The chance
long-term
of surviving hibernation's less than 10%? And worse, long-term use of the mask carries a high risk of damaging his mind and nervous system.
Pantesan.
But... If I don't head back, Lenegis will be nothing but ashes. And this starship along with it.
Jadi si Alphen ini kayaknya badannya rusak banget ya setelah dia
I don't know
ngaktifin
if I can
rasa
fulfill
sama
my
bareng
promise
sama
to
si
you,
Naori,
Alphen.
terus dipasangin si topeng ini dan dimasukin ke pot ini untuk dihibernasi guys. Untuk ngehilnya dia
this will
butuh
grant you even the
long
slightest
hibernation ya,
chance.
jadi hibernasinya
You have to
harus yang
try.
lama. Itu dia kenapa si Alphen
I hope
jadi
it's enough.
hilang ingatannya ya, karena ada resikonya kalau misalnya long hibernation itu bakal ngedamage pikirannya si Alphen,
Please.
katanya gitu. Dan
Live
katanya
for me, Alphen.
kemungkinan hidupnya itu cuma 10% ya, tapi untungnya si Alphen berhasil hidup sih. Nah, terus si Naori itu juga kasihan sih ya.
That vision. It must have been from when Naori helped Alphen escape Lenegis.
She sure went above and beyond the call of duty.
Even with Lenegis crumbling down around her, she chose to stay put with her people.
So that's why you lost your memories and sense of pain, and why you were asleep for that whole time. It was all the result of one agonizing decision Naori made to save your life.
Yeah. If it weren't for her, I wouldn't even be alive today. I owe her everything. More than I could ever hope to repay.
Now that you know how she felt, how do you plan on honoring her wishes?
She kept her promise. If the Renan people she fought so desperately to protect are at risk from a malevolent force, then I owe it to her to carry on her fight. Naori
Oke,
was the
langsung
one
aja
who
kita
put that
masuk ke
mask on me.
teleporternya ya.
It made me Iron Mask.
She did it to prevent her soul from tearing
Nah, ini
itself
tempat apa
apart.
lagi nih pertanyaan gue? Wait,
She knew you might
ntar gue liat map dulu.
lose your memories and sense of pain as a
Kita
result.
masuk aja langsung ya.
But more than
Nah, ini
This place.
Oh.
We've seen this in
ini
one of
guys, ini tempat
Naori's
spirit channeling
memories.
seremoninya ya.
Of course. After 300 years, this is where it was held. The spirit channeling ceremony.
Spirit channeling ceremony, bener kan?
This is where the Renaissance was.
So this is the place where you and Naori...
The Renaissance isn't here now. Nor is the Red Woman, it
Oke,
seems.
tapi kelihatannya nggak
I
ada
know
si
it's
Red
difficult,
Woman sama
Alphen,
si Rena
but there
Salmanya
will
ya
be
di sini.
time to dwell on the
Ini kalau
past
gue lihat
later.
kayak si bangunan tuh
For
mirip
now,
kayak
we
waktu
need to
kita
keep
The
moving.
Wedge guys ya.
Come on.
Kayak alien-alien gini nih. Wedge. Apa tuh? Bisa diaktifin ya? Oke. Apa nih?
Naori.
Oh,
What is this? Is it the work of Dahna's will again?
ini kita ngeliat si Naori nih.
It's been a year since the ceremony.
It's been a year since the ceremony.
That
Oke, dia
day,
setahun setelah
I
seremoni
shut
ya.
away inside of myself the power
shut
that
away
caused
inside of
Alphen to
myself
lose control. Since then, my visions of the future have grown more and more fearsome.
Is this another memory?
Oh.
No, it's different this time.
Jadi kutukannya tuh
It's like
pertama
she's
kali tuh
speaking
masuk ke si
directly
Alphen
to
ya.
us.
Tapi supaya si Alphen selamat sama si Naori diambil kutukannya terus di
What
seal
we did
di
back
badan
then.
dia nih.
Not so much as a day passes when I don't think about it.
Oh.
About what was done to us. All in the name of a ceremony. The purpose of which we were never
Iya
even
nih,
told.
kita tujuan seremoni aja masih belum
The
tahu sampai sekarang.
Sovereign. They linked Alphen's consciousness to Lenegis itself.
They link Alphen's consciousness to Lenegis itself.
The Renis Alma was intended to control his power, lest anything should slip through its cracks. That day, As Maiden, my role was to temper his power.
His power.
I was meant to guide it forth and give shape to the strength inside of him.
Linked to Lenegis itself? But then,
Katanya
everything
kesadarannya
that's
si
been
Alpha tuh
happening.
di-connect ke Lenegisnya, guys. Ke satelitnya itu ya.
But that power showed me a vision.
But that power showed me a
A
vision.
vision of oblivion.
Vision of oblivion.
When I realized that vision was a prophecy of the apocalypse we were
Oke,
about
kalau
to
gue lihat
unleash.
dari omongannya si Neori ini,
I
jadi
couldn't go through with it.
si
But without a maiden, the ceremony was
Alpha
doomed.
itu dikasih kekuatan,
Alpha
guys,
lashed
dan
out.
Rena's
His
Alma katanya
consciousness no
tujuannya
longer his
untuk
own.
ngontrol kekuatannya si Alpha ya,
I did what I
tapi
could.
nggak kekontrol, jadi
Using my
makanya
abilities as the
kekuatan itu
maiden, I tried to seal
seal
that
ke
power
dalam
away
badannya si
inside of me.
Neori.
But it was too late.
Tapi ternyata
Lenegis
kekuatannya
had
itu
already been
katanya
brought to its knees.
jahat ya.
Thousands upon thousands of lives so cruelly snuffed out. All because of me. Because of what I had done. With the destructive force now slumbering inside of me, I knew I had to find a way to dispose of it. Anything to make up for my failure. But I didn't know how. Especially since that power was astral energy itself. In which case, ironically enough, the Rena's Alma seemed to be my best bet. That, at least, would hold the astral energy dormant. Assuming that no malevolent third party got to it first.
Oke.
With the Sovereign and Maiden's combined power, perhaps I could shift the chaotic energy inside me into the Rena's Alma instead.
Jadi si Neori ini kayaknya punya tujuan untuk masukin si kekuatan Tornusnya itu ke dalam Rena's
That's
Alma
what I
ya.
hoped, but alas, it was not to be. The Rena's Alma was lost.
The Rena's Alma was lost.
And Alphen, the Sovereign, was in a
Alpha
starship
Sovereign
bound for
was in
Dahna.
Starship bound to Dahna.
My only choice was to seal away the destructive force inside of me using my powers as the Maiden, to buy the world what little time I could. The time needed for a new Rena's Alma to be crafted.
Rena's
And for a
Almanya
new
hilang dan
sovereign to appear.
Sovereignnya pun lagi ke Dahna ya, balik ke Dahna si Alphen soalnya ya.
Even if
Tapi
by
untuk
doing
nge-seal
so, it meant
kekuatan
I would
si,
be passing the
kutukannya
curse
si
onto my
Neori ini
descendants
ke
as
dalam
well.
Rena's Alma, butuh Rena's Alma sama Sovereign sama Maidennya guys.
Please, forgive me. I never meant to burden the future world with this threat
Jadi
too.
dia nggak bisa berbuat apa-apa
I
selain
only
dia
wish
menahan si
that there was
kutukannya itu
something
di dalam
more I
badan
could
dia
have
nih.
done.
Wait,
Sampai
you
Rena's
can't
Alma
just...
yang baru kebikin ya. Oke,
Naori.
Neori.
That
Gila sih,
message
dia juga
just
kasihan ya
now,
ternyata ya.
was it directly from Naori? Or was it the Dahnan voice speaking through her?
Oke. It's oh, si Alphen? Loh. Oh, kita ganti outfit, guys. Ganti baju ya. Si Alphen ini balik pakai bajunya Sovereign ya. Si Shionne jadi pakai
These are
baju
the
Maiden,
clothes
guys.
that Naori and I wore
Nah, iya nih.
during the
These are the
ceremony
clothes that
3
Neori and I
centuries
wore
ago.
during the ceremony 3 centuries ago.
So you're saying this
Is the
is
Maiden's,
the Maiden's
outfit.
outfit?
That's right. These clothes are designed to resonate
These
with the
clothes are designed to
Sovereign and
resonate with
Maiden's
the Sovereign
abilities.
and Maiden's
They
abilities.
focus and
Oke.
enhance them.
Oh,
And
jadi
they
si bajunya
appeared
ini
now
tuh didesain
because-
untuk
Naori must
beresonansi
have
sama
left them here for
kekuatannya
the new
mereka ya.
Sovereign and Maiden, knowing the day would come when they would need them in their fight against the Thorns.
These outfits are directly linked to the answers we've been chasing this whole time. If they're here, it must mean it was Naori's will for us to find those answers as well.
Nice juga nih bajunya.
Locating the Rena's Alma would allow us to neutralize the dark astral energy inside Shionne, thereby silencing her thorns. Is that what Naori's suggesting?
It makes sense. After all, Master Cores and Spirit Vessels are both able to prevent the astral energy inside them from developing sentience. By that logic, it would stand to reason that the Rena's Alma would have the same ability on a larger scale.
We have a Maiden and Sovereign. Now all we need is the
Now all we
Renaissance.
need is the Rena's
We'll
Alma,
finally
guys.
be
Kita
able to
butuh
free
Rena's
you of your
Almanya untuk
thorns.
ngilangin kekuatannya, ngilangin kutukannya si Shionne ini nih.
It's possible? You really think so?
I do. We can rid you of your thorns and stop the
Jadi kita
world
sekarang
from
udah dapat ini
falling
ya,
to
udah dapat cara
oblivion.
untuk supaya si Shionne tuh gak usah mati gitu guys.
However, the
Kutukannya bisa
spirit
dihilangin
channeling
tanpa si Shionne harus
ceremony
mati.
already failed once. Even if our goal is different this time, we can't be sure the same thing won't happen again. We should take care not to be too optimistic.
You're right. It's the barest sliver of a chance. But if there's even the slightest hope it can work, I'm willing to stake everything I've got on it.
I know it's too early to let myself feel relieved, but I just can't seem to help it. Just hearing there's the slightest chance, even though I know the
dia
world's
senang, guys.
still in
Dia
great peril.
Shionne senang
It's
ya.
selfish of me, I know, but
Dia sekarang udah nemuin cara
But
supaya dia
still.
gak usah mati guys.
No, it isn't. You found hope to believe in. It'd be strange if you weren't over the moon about it.
Grinwell's right. We can rid you of your curse and still save the world at the same time.
thank you. Naori entrusted us with the fate of all humanity. Now, it's up to us to prove that trust was well placed.
Nice.
Starting with a little game called Hunt the Rena's Alma.
Hunt the Rena's Alma ya. Sekarang
Yeah,
tugas
we've
kita
come all
tinggal
this way.
temuin si Rena's
Now we
Alma
just
yang
need
dulu
to
nih.
search
Jadi
Lenegis
gue
and
yakin si
Rena
Rena's
until
Alma
we
ini
find it.
dijagain sama Red Woman.
Yeah, we can
Dan gue
protect the
yakin
world
juga
and
Red
save
Woman
Shionne at the
ini
same
bakal jadi
time.
bos.
I
Salah satu
too
bosnya
shall lend
juga
my
ya. Gua nggak tahu itu
services.
bos terakhir
My
atau
knowledge
enggak,
of
tapi
Ren
itu
and
dia
lore
bos
is
yang
bound
super
to be a
kuat, guys.
useful asset.
And they say modesty is dead.
Miracles just seem to follow wherever you go, huh?
How do you know it's me they're following? We're all in this together, Shionne. You included.
Akhirnya muka
Now
senang
let's
juga
get
dia,
moving,
buset
shall we?
dah.
Last I heard, we had an apocalypse to stop. Thank you,
Thank you.
Naori. So
Okay.
Naori sealed away the
So
power
Naori sealed
that made
away
me
the
lose
power
control
that
of
made me
myself.
lose control
She
of
stopped my
myself.
rampage and saved
Stop
my
my
life.
rampage and save
Then,
my life.
that power she'd sealed away was passed down to you.
Oh iya nih.
I'm so
Bener kan?
sorry, Shionne.
It's my fault that
you're
you're cursed.
You're wrong. What happened
Jadi
to you
sebenarnya
was
yang
because of the
harusnya
ceremony
megang
and Naori's
kutukan
attempt to
Thorn itu
stop
si
oblivion.
Alphen, guys.
You paid a heavy price for it, and then fell asleep for
Untung si Naori
300
tapi
years. The reason you lost your memories.
nyegel
It's the
kekuatannya
reason
itu
for
di
your
dalam badannya,
curse.
jadi si kekuatannya
thorns.
nggak meledak kemana-mana, guys.
It all leads back to them. But once they're gone, we can finally put an end to all this.
When my thorns are gone, I never dared to dream that such a thing could be possible. No, the truth is, I think maybe I've always been dreaming about a life without my thorns. The touch of my family, or playing with my friends, holding hands with Rinwell, or giving Law a deserved smack,
Giving Law a deserved
embracing
smack.
everyone. All the normal things that people do together. I always wished I could experience them for myself and
Law
finally
ini emang
know
kadang-kadang
what they were
suka
like.
dari pukul
Is it really okay for me to believe it can happen? I'm so scared of getting my hopes up. What if it doesn't work out in the end? And
Aduh,
That's not going to
coba
happen.
dulu aja.
I'm here to make sure it won't. Forget fate or destiny or anything else.
Si Shionne ini
We're
banyak
going to
banget ini ya. Banyak pikiran banget guys dia.
A
Bisa
normal
berhasil atau
life.
enggak gitu kan, dia bisa
There are a
selamat
lot
atau
of
enggak
things you
gitu.
still want to do, right?
yeah, you're right. It's such a strange feeling. I know that we've still got plenty of fighting up ahead, and it's for my sake. So I can live.
You're worth fighting for.
Uish, you're worth fighting
I believe you.
for.
Alphen.
Good. I'll keep on fighting. For as long as it takes. Until our future is finally in our hands.
Oke guys. Kasih kill ya buat Shionne. Kita dapat Sodel Arthalis ini guys, pedang baru, dapat armor baru, baju baru juga. Oke, by the way sekarang kita disuruh kemana nih ya kan? Oh, ke sini nih kayaknya yang tanda tanya itu ya. Kita coba pakai dulu guys ya si equipment yang baru itu. Oh udah dipakai nih, udah langsung dipakai, udah auto dipakai langsung. Oke langsung kita jalan ke sini ya. Oke guys, ini ada teleporter lagi. Cut. Tempat apa nih?
That's quite some door, all right. This might finally be it.
This might finally be
the heart
it.
of the beast.
The heart of the beast.
We'll find the Rena's Alma and the Red Woman inside, right?
After everything we've been through to get
Ini
here,
bos terakhir gitu.
they damn well better be.
Wah gila sih.
We'll probably be needing you to open this one for us,
Tales of
Sovereign.
Arise ini banyak banget plot
Go for
twistnya ya.
it,
Jadi gue sering kayak, oh ini bos terakhir atau enggak sih? Oh ini bos terakhir atau enggak sih gitu ya. Tapi ternyata masih ada lagi gitu guys. Seru banget gila. Oke dibuka pintunya sama si Alvan.
This is it, guys.
This is it guys.
Time to see what secrets are in store.
Oke, aduh, ada tempat nge-heal ya. Gue save dulu guys. Oke, gue udah save. Kita heal dulu. Langsung aja kita lihat nih bos kali ini kayak apa ya. Oke.
Vholran!
Oh,
He really was still
si
alive.
Vholran masih hidup ya?
And there's the
Ada
Rena's
Rena's
Alma.
Almanya juga nih.
Then, is this
Then is
another
this another
spirit
spirit
channeling
channeling ceremony?
ceremony?
Wait, though. Something doesn't seem right here.
Oke, ini si Vholran nih kayak Omat Kamit gitu guys. Dia kayak setengah bangun ya.
All must be sacrificed in the heart of Rena at the shrine of the true sovereign.
What has happened to him? He's
He's
lost
lost
himself.
himself.
Reduced to a mere cog in a machine.
Hey, look! Over there!
Apa nih?
Isn't that?
Oh my god,
Maiden's crest?
ada crest maidennya ya. Ada lambang maidennya guys.
That this entire chamber is
This
meant to
entire
act as
chamber
a
is meant
substitute
to
for the
act as
maiden?
Substitute for the maiden.
It looks like it's still running, but
Jadi kayaknya
are we already
nih si
too late to
bangunan
stop
ini
the
guys,
ceremony?
itu tuh sebagai substitute-nya itu ya. Jadi penggantinya
That's
maiden
what
guys.
caused Lenegis' transformation. And the purpose of the ceremony must have been to drain all
Nah
the
ini berarti
astral
udah
energy out of
kumpul,
Dahna.
sovereignnya ada, maidennya ada juga pakai bangunan ini, sama
for what
Rena's
purpose?
Alma juga ada nih guys.
What could possibly
Jadi
need astral
ini
energy on
spirit
that sort of scale?
ceremony-nya mau dimulai ya.
I don't know. But whatever it is, I'll bet it's connected to those visions of oblivion. Regardless, we cannot stand by and let them steal Dahna's energy. That said, we should retrieve the Rena's Alma. Because right now, we need that most of all.
He's not gonna lunge at us out of nowhere, right?
Not the time, Law.
Alvin, look!
The Red Woman!
Oh, ada Red Woman-nya nih.
So we finally found you. I have a lot of questions for you.
Wait!
Si fix ini kita lawan ya. Lah,
They all have the same face?
Lah.
How is that even possible?
ada 3 guys. Oke, dia kayak berubah gitu guys. Jadi kayak pakai armor ya.
What is this?
Itu berubah jadi pakai armor atau emang wujud aslinya kayak gitu guys?
Can't be.
Jadi si Red
Are
Woman-nya
they
ada
even
3 nih.
people?
Dan semuanya berubah jadi
I think.
apa ini ya?
They're the
Kayak
true
alien sih
rulers
kalau
of
gue liat.
Rena.
Oh my god. Kita lawan 3 bos sekaligus guys kali ini. Oke.
It's no use, Alvin. If we don't fight, we may as well be sitting ducks here.
Good point.
Gue pengen coba stun dulu guys. Please break. Please.
Radiant, not on my watch!
Now you see what I can do.
Tonjok bos.
I never miss!
Dragon Swarm!
Rolling snap.
I'll heal you all!
inside me!
Kita boost break lagi.
Not today!
Healing power now!
Dragon glitter dragon.
That's right!
Oh my god, gua nggak bisa ngaktifin pedang api gua dong ini. Ini serangannya terlalu cepat juga. Dia kayak skillnya tuh kayak ngeluarin ring-ring gitu aja. Ngeganggu banget sih. Oke, lo awakening. Tonjok lo. Oke. Silang ulti guys. Mampus. 10.000 nih harusnya. Hampir 10.000 ya. Kita break semuanya segitiga-nya kalau bisa. Oke, segitiga kita break. Mantap. Wait, sekarang segitiga-nya ulti guys. Bentar. Ini dia ngeluarin sesuatu ya. Oi. Gila itu. Gue serang yang ini deh, bareng sama mereka ya. Gue pengen nge-break lagi tapi pengen tiga-tiganya gitu. Pengen pakai booster tapi pengen sama tiga-tiganya tapi susah banget guys. Udah gue pakai satu dulu lagi. Gue ke cooldown dulu. Gue lebih tertarik nyerang yang ini guys. Gue sekarang nyerangin si ini ya. Shionne guys, Shionne tuh gak boleh mati, dia bisa register. Mampus. Kita berhasil kurangin 1/4 lebih dari darah dia guys. Bos. Oke, dia ulti lagi. Tadi apa sih ultinya yang laser itu ya? Sabar berarti gua. Hampir kena. Oke, kita serang yang ini ya. Tun. Kita terus. Wah gila sih, ini ringnya ganggu banget. Gue gak bisa nge-charge yang api. Mungkin gue gini ya kali ya. Nice, itu dia ya. Itu dia guys. Gue harus pakai yang raging. Eps, darah gue. Ini gue jangan terus guys. Gue tunggu dulu ya. Semoga kena dua-duanya. Oke, kena 2. Oke, dia multi lagi guys. Bentar dulu nih. Oh, kali ini dia multi di satu tempat guys. Oh gitu gue bisa break dong barang. Oke. Udah berhasil setengah darah guys, kita kurangin ya. Wah, gila sih. Oke, healing sebentar. Kita terus. Oke, Shionne. Nice. Oke, dia ulti. Oke, mereka ulti. Nice. Cancel gak nih ultinya? Kalau misalnya mereka lagi ulti terus si Shionne ulti juga. Wih, ke cancel dong. Nice banget sih. Shionne sih the best sih. Shionne the best sih itu ulti. Cancel dong ultinya dia. Pas banget ya timing itu. Tembak. Oke, ini kita break. Dua orang yang kita break ya. guys, pinggir kau. Tonjok lo. By the way, ini kayaknya gue harus pakai ini dulu deh guys, pakai orange shield dulu ya sebelum habis. Nanti gue udah lagi item. Oh kan. Idih, itu kalau kena dahan tuh. Nah, Shionne lo mati Pak. Oh, lo mati. Oke, tinggal dikit lagi guys, kita harus bersih menang nih. Oke. Mantap. Aduh, Rena mati lagi ah. Oh my god, dia multi. Oke, Shionne kena kayaknya itu ya. Oh, Shionne mati. Oke, kita bisa menang nih tanpa Shionne nih. Let's go. Kita harus kalahin guys. Oke guys, jadi di part kali ini kita dapat banyak banget informasi. Tadi di lab kita tahu kalau ternyata yang berhasil jadi sovereign itu cuma si Alphen sama si Vholran. Terus pas di ruangan spirit channeling ceremony kita ngeliat lagi ingatannya si Neori. Ternyata kutukannya si Shionne ini berasal dari kekuatan sovereignnya si Alphen yang gak kekontrol. Makanya Neori nyegel kekuatannya itu ke dalam badan dia dan diwarisin turun-temurun sampai ke si Shionne. Terakhir kita udah nyampe di ruangan paling akhir Forbidden Zone dan ternyata si Vholran masih hidup guys. Tadi pas kita mau ambil Rena almanya tiba-tiba muncul Red Woman dan yang gue bingung kenapa Red Woman-nya ini ada 3 ya. Mereka bertiga berubah jadi kayak alien gitu ya. Jadinya kita ngelawan 3 bos sekaligus nih. Next part kita bakal lihat kelanjutan cerita setelah berhasil ngelawan bosnya. Oke, sampai di sini dulu videonya. Thanks banget buat semuanya yang udah nonton dan support terus. Buat kalian yang suka jangan lupa like, share, and subscribe ya. Hope you enjoyed the gameplay and thank you very much for watching.